my name is Louise and it's the haul again. So, things to get out of the way first. I talk a lot. I will talk a lot. I will explain everything. I will over-explain it. I will triple-explain it. You've been warned. If that's something you don't enjoy, don't watch the video. People keep doing that. They watch the video. I've explained it. You're going to get a big explanation. I'm going to talk rubbish about a load of stuff. It's coming. You will get a haul at the same time though. I have fibros. Sometimes the words come out a little bit weird. If it does, it hasn't happened for quite a while on this, or I've cut it out because it wasn't relevant. I will just put it up on the screen. What else? If you fancy subscribing, that would be awesome. It doesn't cost you anything. Depends whether you like the video or not, and if you want to see more. There's a like button if you enjoy today's video. That would be awesome because it's really good for the algorithm. And there is a comment section. Go wild. People do. They put some rubbish down there. If there's some nasty ones, they will get deleted and reported. I have caught a few over the past couple of weeks. I think that my lives are to count for that. I think the trolls pop in and think they're going to keep bothering us, but they don't. So if you do see some nasty ones, don't worry about them. I am on it. I will get them out as soon as I see them. That's it. I think that's all the stuff. So my numbers are always down there. This week's haul, I went to Asda. I did go into Iceland and have a brief look, but I didn't really bother. Now I don't get my milk in there. It's just, their ready meals, just there isn't so many and stuff, so I'm just getting most of it in Asda now. So budget is £60. That's for me and my adult son. We were so close. It's 59. I wrote it down. 59.47. 59 sort is, we're close. We were so close. Yeah, I bought some things that were a little bit more expensive. I doubled up on a couple of bits, I think. Yeah, not many actually, thinking about it. So yeah, it's bumped right up there. It's fine. It is what it is. The shop was perfectly fine. There wasn't any massive gaps anywhere particular. This haul, just so you know, I mean, I do mention it, but then people having issues still. This is it's like a top-up weekly shop that I do. It goes with everything else. I thought everybody shopped like this. I wasn't aware that people don't. Apparently I feel like people shop their full weekly food shop in a week. That's what's keeping them going. This is to go with other things. You know, I have freezers. My freezer is full. I just took the stuff out of the freezer because I hauled earlier, because I shopped earlier. I just took the freezer stuff out. It's jam-packed in there. I have vegetables in there. I do have a few bits in there still. Not so many. I have some fruits and cheeses and things. I have pastas. I have tin food. I have condiments. I have all sorts of things all over the house. There's some in the hallway, some in the kitchen. So this is to add to it. So I just wanted to get it out there, just in case people were a little bit confused. I feel like maybe I wasn't explaining it enough. So I won't do this every week because it's just too much. So yeah, everything was fine. The food shop was fine. I will give you prices as we go along. If you add it up, you'll come to a different total. The reason for that is I always donate 3 things to the food bank, and I put them in the store in the food bank trolley before I leave, because if I don't do that, you know, the memory ain't though so good the older you get, and I will forget it and it will just sit around the house until I have piles of them. And at some point I remember it's just easier to do that. So 3 things already donated in. It was 3 sanitary products, because we're still on the sanitary products. It evolves over time. It's always 3, and it's just been sanitary products for a while. I think that's everything. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. If I do, hopefully I'll pick it up, or people will put it down in the comment section, so it's fine. Let's get on with the haul. Okay, fresh stuff. Not so much again, but it is what it is. 2 cucumbers. Love my cucumbers. 89p each, and I always put them in I cut them up and I put them in a white wine and garlic salt solution. Oh, it's so good. And literally I have a bit of it with every single meal. So yeah, absolutely love it. 89p, I'm sure I said that. Got them again, 3 weeks now. They're so good. So they're the vine ripened tomatoes. They're the cheap ones. Originally I bought the, I'm gonna forget the word. Somebody put it in the comments last week as well, because I forgot it. The posh one. Somebody put it in the comments, so I thought I would remember, but I don't. I'm sorry. I did read your comment, but I've forgotten again. Exclusive? Is it exclusive? It could be. It's the green one. Anyway, they had loads of selection of them, but I was looking at the weights and sizes, and I think this is better. This is 108, and it does me for the week-ish, sort of. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying them. They taste so much better on the vine. Somebody did say they did, and I thought, would I know the difference? But yeah, I do now. So this is going to be my go-to for a while, I think, as long as they don't mess with the prices. Now, it's been a while since I bought onions. Didn't realise we were out. So I had to pick more up because they're not something you really... I don't tend to use onions too much. They're more if I'm making a specific meal, I think. I'm really finding it hard to find it. Where are you? Brown onions, 99p. Ooh, that was a good price. So a whole bag of brown onions for 99p. Bargain. I bought potatoes. I did pay a little bit more for them. They're £1.78. I can't remember what they were before. I think it's around that anyway. I got the baking potatoes again because I've been thinking about a few sort of, I don't know, like baked potatoes, but maybe doing... the skin, you know, you cut them in half, take the filling out and put different things in it. But I don't know what things to put in it. I haven't got that far. I don't know. I bought them. They'll be used. Definitely going to have baked potatoes anyway. So I did get the other ones. It swings and roundabouts. You can get the essential range in the potatoes sometimes and they'd be fine. But they were very, very small and I wanted the larger ones this time. So I did pay a little bit more for that reason. I got the Dairy. Now, I don't feel like... I looked at this. I need to look at the scan and go thingamajiggy when I scan it and not just assume it's going at the right price. I feel like I didn't check it. It says on my receipt I paid £1.75 and I'm sure I thought it was 120 something because the double pack would have, I'd worked it out and it would have been cheaper. The double pack isn't £3.50. So yeah, I don't think I paid attention to it. So yeah, I was just out and I like to have them in. I've been thinking about sausages for a while. I was going to get the Asda's. They do like their essential range, which is just a basic sausage. And then they do the ones, you know, the only one I can remember is Lincolnshire. But there's other words, isn't there? There's other flavoured sausages. But the Lincolnshire is the only one I can remember. I was going to get them, but these were in the reduced section. Now, the exceptional, it is the exceptional range. That's what I was talking about, the tomatoes. Caramelised onion and caramelised red onion pork sausages. These are so, so nice. But they were in the reduced section for £1.67. And the Asda ones are £1.75. So I've saved a few pennies and I've got a better sausage. These are so nice if you've not tried them. Really, really filling and juicy and, oh, so good. They are on a mix and match deal if they're full price. So they would have been, I don't know how much they are, £2.50 something, I'm assuming. I don't, does it even say? Well, it says £2.98. So if that's the receipt, remember last week the receipts weren't quite right. If it's £2.98 normally, but you could get two for £4.98. So still pricey for sausages, 6 of them too. This is purely, I don't ever buy mug shots. This was literally a price thing and how I'm doing some stocking up, but I actually didn't do any stocking up this week on anything that I was going to because we spent so much. But these are down to 44p and I thought that was pretty good. You know, like I was just imagining either it'll be in the cupboard to sit for if there's ever an issue with food, like shops or anything in the future. Or that would be, it's a nice little amount to have if you want a bit of pasta with your meal, like a bit of chicken or something. That's all I got. I got the roast chicken flavour and the cheese and broccoli. I think there was another flavour, but I don't believe that was a 44p deal. So I picked both of those up. This is a bit of me, that's a bit of Corey. Whether more Corey would use it than me because I'm not huge with pasta. I very rarely have it, but when I do, I thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah, purely because they were 44p. I got eggs again, and I already cannot remember. And have been, oh, 165. Were they 165 or 160 last time? Can't remember. Yeah, omelettes. I did see a recipe. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Where you know, you see the avocado on toast. I didn't buy avocados, but they boiled an egg and grated it. That would be a completely different texture. I'm intrigued. I might have to try that. Yeah. Got my Greek yogurt. I should have bought 2 of them. They're 85p. As mentioned before, I now just have a few mouthfuls before work because I work very, very early and it's too early for me to be eating. I can't stomach a lot of food. But I have a few mouthfuls of this when I'm making my coffee in the morning and it's really made a difference. I ran out. So I should have got 2 because they do last way beyond the dates. Now the date on this says the 13th of June and what are we on? May something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm recording this on a Thursday before the Saturday you're watching it, so there you can figure it out. They last way beyond that. it's just, you've got to go with your senses with a lot of things. But yeah, I completely rang out, and I really could tell the difference this morning at work massively. So this is definitely the way to go for me. Pickled gherkins. I've been eating gherkins quite a lot. I do like a pickled thing. Pickled stuff is good. And I'm nearly out, and I don't want to run out, so we just picked a jar up whilst I was there, and it's only £1.17 for that huge jar, so bargain. I had tuna sandwich the other day, and I didn't know how many tunas I've got. I have a thing with, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only one who has all these weird things in their brain, but for tuna, I have a pile in my cupboard, and it's always got to be at the same level, so I'm thinking this is about it. 55p can. These are awesome. If you've not had them before, they do have chunks in them. It's not full of chunks, but it has some good, decent chunks in it. Never have, I can't even remember it anymore. I used to say it so regularly, it was literally come out like automatically. Have I had a bone? Maybe a bone, no scales, something like that. It's not changed since then, and that's why it's in my mind. But yeah, I've been having this for years and very rarely ever had an issue. I got tuna pasta base because I have been thinking about pasta. Like I said, I don't have it often, and I just wanted to make sure that I had enough, because I do, if I'm going to do pasta as a meal, this is what I would have. Corey thoroughly enjoys this meal, but because it is cooking more from scratch, you know, like, or it's a powder, but you know, you've got to add milk and you've got to cook it, and then you've got to put the juices together and put the tuna in and then put things on it and grill it, and it's just a bit more faffing around. Corey's very much a cook the pasta and put a jar of sauce in, so he doesn't go for this as often, so when I make it, it's like such a nice treat. These are so nice. They're 90p each. I got two because we just like to make it a little bit more, but not double the amount, and then it thickens the sauce, and it's so good. It's making my mouth water. I got normal Cokes. I was going to get the other one that Corey's been having, the cherry one. It's on my list because I did scan it. Soft drinks, £2.58, so it's gone back up, and I guess I freaked out. I don't know. Put it back and end up just picking these. There was only one of the cherry ones anyway, so these are £1.98, which is weird, but yeah. These are £1.98, so I just bought the plain ones for him. He likes that anyway, so it's not a big deal. I got a loaf of bread. I don't know if you've noticed, I actually haven't been buying as much bread as I normally would have bought. Bread products type things for me anyway, because I have been trying to make some things behind the scenes from scratch. Not a baker, not doing so well, so I had to buy another loaf. At some point I will make a loaf of bread that I can actually eat. I am doing it slightly differently to the normal way. I am doing it a healthier way, so it is taking longer. There will be videos I've mentioned before at some point in the future. When it gets there, it gets there. For the life of me, I cannot find this. Bread, 108. So normally I would have bought the white version of this, white bread, for 75p. But I paid more just because I wanted one with a bit of flavour. And I enjoy that occasionally, so we went with that. I got 6 of the energy drinks for Corey this week. Don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason for my numbers anymore because he drinks them strangely. 48p a can. This is the summer fruits ones, and they're what he takes to work. I think. I don't even know anymore. So I bought the Cheeseburger Balls again. They're 90p. Now, I mentioned last week that I bought a box for me and a box for Corey. I tried them. In my opinion, I wouldn't eat them again. I'd eat them, but I wouldn't get them again. Corey loves them. Talks about them all the time, so they're still 90p, so I just bought 2. I probably, if I had a chest freezer, which at some point in my future, hopefully I'll be able to afford one. Right now, it's just not feasible. I would have stocked up more, but this is, like I said, getting these in, our freezer is at capacity, so luckily I didn't pick up more. I picked up, I don't know why, again, you know, I usually have reasons. It always surprises me when I don't. They look nice, I guess, and they were 98p. They're shortcake covered in Cadbury's chocolate, and they're little mini, I think there's little mini square biscuits, they're about that big, and you get 2, and they're individually packed, and they're just good. And I don't know why, but I did. Corey asked for ready meals, and I picked up the deal again. I got 1 of each because I can't remember which ones he likes, so hopefully he likes them all. So I think these are $1.94 normally, but they're on a deal 3 for $4.98. So I got the chicken chow mein, I got the Hunter's chicken, and I got the chicken teriyaki. I also picked up the pound ready meal pasta because he does like pasta, and it's just, it will sit there, and that's fine. I got the salt and pepper chicken grills this week. If you remember, I bought the garlic ones last week. Now, I've not tried them, but the chicken with a bit of flavour. Originally, I wanted to get from the fresh section. I was just going to buy chicken breasts, but I'm really strange with meat anyway. That's why I was a vegetarian for so long, so I don't want to push things so that I go that way again. And sometimes I just can't do it. I can't look at it, the rawness and everything that goes with that. So I couldn't do it. This is why we've ended up with these, but actually these work out pretty good. So this is, they're already seasoned as well, which is always a bonus, isn't it? £2.97. Now, I did notice it's a reduced price, so they will be more at some point. But £2.97 for 450 grams of this. And then I got 450 grams of this, which I've had before. I don't know if you remember, I bought a load of these. I don't know if it was around Christmas. Was it even this year? I can't even remember. And they were down to 75p. Now, they had a load of the chili ones with no price. And they had them in there because I'd popped in earlier in the week and I'd seen them. But they still hadn't priced them. So I just scanned it. £2 for 450 grams. And they're spiced again. And I can deal with it. So we got, what? 900 grams for a £5. That's actually really good. Corey asked for cheesecake ice cream. Hasn't had the ice cream for a very, very long time, and it's very, very expensive. So I'm very happy that it doesn't ask for it that much. £5.34. Isn't that disgusting for such a tiny little thing? But, you know, he contributes just as much to this household, so if he wants it, he can have it. This is the strawberry cheesecake is his choice of Ben & Jerry's at the moment. Ben & Jerry's is his favourite ice cream, but he goes through different phases of a different one, but that's the one he wanted, and it was literally the only one in there, and it was behind on top of things, so it was meant to be. He was supposed to get it. Now, I did pay full price for this. It wasn't intentionally done. It was on the shelf for £1.34, and it scanned through. Where is it? Snacks, yes, £2.33. But my original thought is, well, you know, it says that on the shelf. I'll remember, I'll ask them and they'll reduce it down, but I forgot. So I paid £2.33. It is whatever. I bought myself these. I've been thinking about salt and vinegar flavoured sticks for a few days. So I thought, let's just get them. They're £1. It's not a big deal. So I got those too. I know there's lots of crisps in this house. I do have an issue. I don't know. We're going on to the crisps. I don't know what my number is, how many bags of these I have to have in the house before I stop buying them. Because we have 4 full bags, plus some from the previous bag. I don't know what my limit is, but apparently that isn't it. So, yeah, 24 bags of crisps for £3.60. Don't know what the 30 was there. £3.60 for 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. I don't know. At some point my brain will click and there'll be a number, but I don't know what it is. Now, I bought these scourers. Not a fan, personally. They're not the right size for my hand. They don't fit very well. I don't like them. I like the other ones, but I wasn't in the right store and I didn't realise that I was out. So this is just going to be for tide me over until I get the other ones that I like. I liked having the coloured ones. I like because I have a rotation with them that way. 38p though for 8 is actually a really good price. And Corey's finally out of deodorants. He had so many deodorants. I'd managed to get them a few years back where they were like super cheap, and I'd like bought so many of them, was storing them in the shed and everything. So he's finally coming towards the end. I actually feel like there's still some floating around somewhere. So he asked me to pick some deodorant up. He likes the spray. I didn't know which one to go for. They've got all sorts of smells, and these are £2.94, and I bought 2 just because then I don't know. I just bought 2. I don't know if this is any good. I don't know if this is strong one because he works in like a warehouse, and you know, warehouse have that like oily smell to everything, and yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you've tried this. If you have the Shore, you have them, partner has them. They've got all the different smells. I don't know why I went for this one. If there's one you know particularly smells good, let me know, so then I'll know next time. I'll have to write it down on my pad, otherwise I won't remember. But I just got the extreme dry green one. Does it even say what it is? No, I think it's called extreme dry. I don't know. There you go. That's my haul. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It feels like everything's out of whack. Are we wonky? No, maybe not. Maybe my brain's wonky today. I over-explained as I always do. See? Never let you down. yeah, I hope you enjoyed the haul. I hope the prices maybe helped out, influence you one way or another with something, and maybe you're in a different shop or different country. Sometimes that's really interesting too. So I will be doing a live tomorrow morning, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. We'll be live at 7. Don't know how long I'll be on for. Sometimes it's a lot longer than I plan. I sort of in my mind think about 2 hours, but I mean sometimes I'm just doing things in the kitchen anyway, so may as well keep the live on. Or the chat's just going so extremely nice. I mean, I always enjoy the interaction, even when we get the trolls. You know, you just have to feel sorry for these people that come into the chat just to be negative. Yeah, I've run out of things to say. I've got this thing. Do you ever get that where you sure there's something right in the front of your brain? You've got to remember it, but you can't remember what you're trying to remember. I've got that. Whatever it is, it can't be that important. So I'm going to go. I actually start getting to the point where my voice gets on my nerves and my throat starts to hurt. So I'm going now. I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.